Okay, this will not be a surprise to many of you, but I don't have a great eye when it comes to like room setup and lighting. But I can't do anything about this. It looks like a scroll or a magic tome you pick up in Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I can't make it not shiny. How do I stop this? Answers on a postcard. Hello, wonderful humans of the internet, how are we? My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now, if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstVocals.com. You can also find me on Patreon and various other social media platforms, and I'll put my handles down below and over there. So if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions, you can fast track reactions, become a reaction, there's special rules on my Discord server, and you have access to all sorts of bonus content like my Vocal Anatomy 101 series where we learn how the voice works. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. Right, this has been a long break between videos. Ernie Zakri. Remember I did Ernie Zakri like ages ago. Kuberswara. I've got so many stories to tell you, by the way. I was singing at a wedding and the bride was Malaysian. And I was like, right, I want you all to sing along with me. Doesn't matter if you're not Ernie Zakri or Siti Nuraliza. And the crowd were like, ha ha ha. What? And looked at me like, how do you know who those people are? And I was like, I know my Malaysian singers. Anyway, it's very funny. Anywho, Ernie Zakri has gone on to AJL 39 and she sung a song called Aura. So we're going to go and check that out and see what we think. I'm sure I'm going to love it. I remember her voice being amazing. I've not listened to it in a long time, but I remember being impressed. Wow, it's a big production. Lovely. The very first phrase she sang was quite like bright, had quite a high larynx, and then the actual beginning of the song, where we've got our first like established lines, much different. A lowered larynx. Da, 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 da. In fact, it got so low that her voice just kind of packed out at the bottom and went into this kind of pitchless, almost whispery sound. It's nice, added to the actual emotional intent of the vocal. I like it. I like the way that she is kind of connecting her words on this kind of place. It gives a bit of flow. Na, 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 na. It actually helps to push the song along and it gives it this lovely bounce. I really, really enjoy her voice. Oh, I really like that key change from that like major key into minor. So it went from like a nice happy place into a slightly melancholic position. Oh, might not even have been a minor key, but just the key change was very, very nice. The way that this song has been written and structured is very clever in that the verses are quite laid back and they're low placed. The larynx is low, so you get that deeper kind of energy. It swims a little bit more down here. And then into the build up into the chorus gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and then the chorus is in this lovely bright place. So you have these two very different chapters in the same book. It's really nice. Ooh, there's a lovely like bleat to the ends of some of her phrases. It feels very vibrato, but like even faster and more kind of stabbed. It's a bit like that, but good, not like what I just did. And when she uses that at the end of some of these phrases, it feels like she's kind of like letting the phrase just flutter out of her mouth. This is a great vocal. So this is the same structure as the first verse, but the octave has been lifted. So we're, I think, a full octave up. I could be wrong. Can't remember the start of the song now. It's what happens when somebody's a really good singer. I forget everything apart from what's right in front of me. But anyway, the intention here is that we're now lifting from that deeper kind of place. I don't know what this song is about, but it feels like we were going from a sadder, more hopeless place into a more hopeful place, just in the way that she's placing her voice. I can only go with the tonal quality and the intention behind the choices that she's making, because I don't understand the words. But that's what it's given to me. We've got a lovely lift here now. So whether or not she's still in that same kind of place, but there's like a different energy or there's a different strength to the character of her within this song, I don't know, but it is nice. And now she's mixing them. So she's going from that da 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 da. She's actually pushing her voice from that high larynx place up on that higher pitch down into that lower larynx place on a slightly lower pitch. I'm not sure if she's all the way back down from where she was at the beginning, but there's so much movement here. It just feels like water. It's gorgeous. I really enjoy this beltier moment because there's a real texture that is built into her voice that almost acts like a muffler. Like it never feels crazy loud. It doesn't feel harsh. It always has this like, almost like a chaff sound through it. It's very like, I really, really like that. Puts me in mind of Morissette Amon from the Philippines. She's got that same kind of thing going on. And the overarching thing that texture does is it just makes everything a lot more kind of uniform and pleasing. You're not getting your ears blasted all the time by people that love to sing loud. Like me, I'm a loud singer. This is just so pleasing to the ear though. It just feels very comfortable. That's actually really gentle head voice. The music around it and the way that she's kind of really clamping down on the formants of the word makes it feel a bit more pushed, but it's actually quite soft if you listen to it. It's very clever. It feels like it would be done but in like full mix by some people, and the fact she's taken it into this really vulnerable, gentle headspace is delicious. What are we doing here? Is she about to loop pedal her own voice? If she is, I'm going to lose my mind. More than one Ernie Zakri is better than one Ernie Zakri, and one Ernie Zakri is more than enough. Let's see. I might be totally wrong. You better be joking. She's doing her own. How many part harmonies? We're up to 3 right now, part harmonies. This is. I'm going to eat this song. Stop it. This sort of stuff is how voices are so powerful. This feels like a spell. This has emotion. There's no words to it. It's just purely voices blending together. I mean, 4 of them are her own voices. 5 if you're counting her live mic on top of that. Then you add in the choir, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 people, and it builds. And it's emotional intent weaving together. It's just so powerful. This is a head voice in a more powerful place. She's added in anchoring, she's adding in twang to bolster that sound, make that thicker phonation type. So she knows clearly how to make a head voice sound really strong. That's very operatic sounding. It probably is all of the ingredients of opera. Was she an opera singer, trained opera singer? I can't remember. I've had the bio sent to me before, but send it to me again because I have clearly forgotten. But this is really lovely. Very, very, very powerful. Why am I'm clapping in my room by myself. That was insane. Absolutely incredible. I love the way that she opens her mouth. She just has the space in there to create all this beautiful resonance. She is so good. Did she win? I hope she won. I hope she wins everything. Anyway, what have I missed of Ernie Zakri between Kuberswara and now? There must be more, right? Let me know down in the comments and we'll go and check it out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And how are we going to buy this one? I have no idea. I have no idea. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me. And please subscribe and then hit like. And I will hug you if I see you in person, which I hope I do. Bye. Love you. Bye.